This is my audience. My name is Jacob Colby. This is my persuasive with a visual aid, and I'm in the summer intermission class. This is my other audience. If you have gone to a public school, then I'm sure at some point in your high school career you have stressed over what are you going to wear the next day. My name is Jacob Colby, and I've gone to a public school where you are not required to wear uniforms, but I've also gone to a private school where uniforms are required. In a State of the Union speech in 1996, President Clinton said that if it means teenagers will stop killing each other over designer jackets, then uniforms should be allowed in private schools. Today I'm going to persuade you that uniforms in a school is a better option because it reduces violence, increases more focus on school, and helps you prepare for a world of professionalism where you are judged on not what you wear but how you perform. First, I'm going to tell you on how wearing uniforms will reduce violence. In a public school, a lot of kids are pressured to wear what's in style. For some kids, it might be easy to dress cool, but for other kids, they might not have enough money to afford stylish clothes and therefore are made fun of or bullied because they look different. Gangs or cliques that might wear a certain color, for example, this fellow who is wearing blue and has tattoos on his arm, is allowed in a public school, therefore causing distractions for others, influencing others to wear his colors, and maybe to hang out or join the gang. In a private school where kids are forced to wear uniforms, it disables gangs, because without your colors, you're just a regular student there to learn. Gangs in a school that wear uniforms are unheard of, because wearing a uniform makes it easier to identify intruders, such as someone like this guy, who could easily walk into a public school and fit in and with nobody to know about, and could maybe to go extreme, could be a terrorist. You never know, and he will fit in perfectly. If you do not want your kid to be on a campus where gangs and cliques are, and you don't want your kid to be on a campus where intruders or staff is unaware of intruders, then I think school with uniform is your best option. Another reason why schools with uniforms are better is because it encourages kids to focus more on school. For an example, a uniform in school would simply be a red polo shirt. As at my school, you wore a red polo shirt and khaki shorts. Of course, when it's in winter time, you could wear pants. They have long sleeves polos, but for a summer day occasion, you'd wear a red shirt and polos. What this does is encourages kids to focus more on school and less on what they're wearing. Because of the fact you have to wear a uniform in school, kids no longer have to wake up and debate on what they're going to wear, therefore making them more prepared and focused on school. Uniforms at school disable kids from wearing sleazy looking outfits and shirts that might offend other kids, for example, an anti-gay shirt. By wearing uniforms will make kids more focused on how they prepare rather than they look, in which in the long run will prepare a kid for a more professional world where they base you on not what you're wearing but on how you perform. In Long Beach, California, they did a study on all Long Beach schools and gave uniforms to random kids in those schools. By the time that study had ended, the kids with uniforms in school had produced better scores, graduated more, and also increased behavior better. I'm here to tell you that uniforms are better in a school because of the fact that you no longer have to wake up and worry about what you're going to wear. I have attended both a high school where you could wear whatever you want, and I've attended a private school. With my personal experience, my short years at a private school with uniforms, I got better grades, I acted better, I was no longer worried about what other kids were wearing, I was no longer worried about what I was wearing, and it enabled me just to focus more on the teacher and not worry about the kids around me. I was I also learned not to judge a book by its cover. Before I came to private school, I used to make fun of kids myself. I used to be a bully myself. I used to make fun of kids for not wearing what they wore, for kids not having the coolest shoes. And once I came to a private school, I learned not to judge a kid by what he wears, but on his personality. When you go to a private school, you're no longer seen as an individual. You're seen as a whole, a class, when you wear a uniform. And that will only help you prepare for the real world. So if you had my opinion would be to put your kid in a private school with uniforms, therefore disabling all distractions and helping them earn better grades in school. Thank you.